Starting next month, first responders will be able to use resources from the new Care Court program to help people in need.
CBS 8's Shannon Handy explains how it works and has what the chief of San Diego Fire Rescue is saying about just how big the problem is.
Last year alone, San Diego first responders went to more than 53,000 mental health calls, and oftentimes there was little they could do to help a person on the other end. The fire chief hopes that will all change with Care Court, as well as other initiatives Mayor Todd Gloria is pushing for.
Definitely affecting all first responders.
San Diego Fire Chief Colin Stowell says responding to mental health calls has put a strain on his department. Take 2022, for example, when there were more than 53,000.
You're talking about over 130,000 hours of personnel hours just that year on scene for mental health emergencies there.
That's the equivalent of 36 first responders spending their entire shift every day for a year just responding to those types of calls, which takes away resources from everyone else. Not only that, but Chief Stowell says it creates overcrowding at local hospitals because there's nowhere else for those patients to go. We
have no other recourse other than taking them to the hospital in the emergency room, and so that's kind of where it bottlenecks. And not only do we see the time it takes on the resources out in the streets when we respond to these folks, but in the emergency rooms are tied up as well, and you have ambulances lined up there, stacked there for a very long time, waiting for beds in the emergency room. Really, that's not the right place for them to be taken.
Starting October 1st, first responders will have more options when it comes to dealing with people under mental distress. That's when they can start referring those with schizophrenia and similar psychotic disorders to a voluntary program called Care Court.
Under Care Court, if referred clients are willing to accept services, Care Court will mandate the county to provide those services or fine them $1,000 per day per person.
Mayor Todd Gloria talked about the importance of Care Court during a media briefing last week, but he says that won't go far enough, which is why he's sponsoring Senate Bill 43, which would expand eligibility for conservatorships, as well as pushing the state to add 10,000 additional mental health beds and extra funding. Chief Stowell says he supports those initiatives, saying without them, this crisis will continue to grow.
A lot of these folks have been in the 911 system many times, and so if we can identify them early, get them the right care, that will also reduce the call volume that our folks are having to respond to.
Shannon Handy, CBS 8.